Hello!
Wow.
And week 6. Are you ready for week 6?
Week 7.
Week 7, I have
Week 7, baby.
Oh, yeah, it is week
6 already happened.
So, a crazy week 6, and...
Benny killed it on predictions. He went 11-4. Wow, hats off to you, my friend. I went 8-7.
Yes.
So he extended his lead over me by 6 games. This kid is a prediction powerhouse.
So let's get started with last week. 2 undefeated teams going into the week playing the Jets and Browns. 2 teams with both not starting quarterbacks and coming out with
big L's.
2 L's. And the Jets and the Browns getting W's.
Yeah.
A shocker
How you like that?
To most. And
yeah,
now
there's no unbeaten teams.
It is week 7. That's all the craziness that happened last week. A lot of the other games weren't really that much surprises. Who was the other? The Texans did beat the Saints, which dominated the Patriots a few weeks ago. Another big surprise, but besides that, not so much. So we're going to start off with a Thursday night football game where the Jaguars take on the Saints. And I apologize. Probably not going to get this up for a few more days, so I'm likely will be making this video, uploading it after the game. So, yeah, so Jags take on the Saints, and I feel like the Jags are going to take this one. But the Saints, maybe the Jags have a big lead, maybe like 24-9, and then the Saints come back and tie it up with the Jags win 31-24. Nah, you know what? No, I think the Jaguars are going to dominate a bit more. I'm giving the Jaguars a win. I don't think the Saints are going to be able to show up this week. I know they did dominate the Patriots, but yeah, they won. I think the Jaguars are the better team here. I'm going to say boring Thursday night game, 23 Jaguars, 12 Saints.
The Jaguars are exciting. They went to England, played 2 games, and came back with 2 wins. I think they're on a roll. I think they're a good team. And I think they're going to continue to be good. And I think the Saints are still finding their way. I'm going to go Jags 24, Saints 13. One up in you.
Of course. First game. And now, Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, we got a rough one to start
New England is not doing so good, folks.
This is going to be the toughest prediction I've ever made. After the horrible loss to the Saints and the Cowboys.
Rumor has it that Bill Belichick's job is on the line.
I don't think that.
I don't know about that, but hey, who knows?
For the Bills coming in, I think the Pats are going to be able to score 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
Give the Pats 13. But I think the Bills dominate fashion. I'm going to give the Bills 48.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised. The Pats D was actually starting to look great at the beginning of the season. Now everything's just falling apart. I do think the D is still there, but I don't think it's as good as it was, and the offense is nowhere to be found. Offense stinks to high hell.
Oh, you beat the Jets.
Honestly, I think the only savior is this guy, Malik Cunningham. You heard it here. I'm not going to say first because people have been talking about it, but you heard it here as well as wherever else. This guy comes in, he could be like a running threat, a dual threat, got a great arm, and he's a great athlete. And he also plays wide receiver. This guy purportedly can throw the ball, and then he runs downfield really fast, and then he catches the ball. How crazy would that be?
I think that's impossible.
That's probably impossible. But anyways, he's a wide receiver and a quarterback, not at the same time. Either way, the Bills are going to win this game, no question. I know it's in New England. Maybe the Pats give them a little bit of a game, but not much. I'm going to go Bills 28, Pats 14. And I think I'm being kind with how bad the Pats been playing.
And next up we got,
This could be the game of the week. This could be the game of the week.
Because there's another game which may be even better.
This could be one of the 2 games of the week.
It's a 3rd game as well.
And there could be one of the 3 games of the week.
There's actually a 4th game.
Oh, there could be 4 games of the week.
Oh, wait, no, there was 5.
Oh, maybe 5 games of the week.
No, I think there was 16. Okay.
16? There's not even 16 games this week.
Yep. So,
we get 6 teams on bye, folks.
So 13. Okay, so we got the Lions, we got the Ravens. Last time these guys played, it was week 2 of last season, I think it was, or was it 2 years ago? And the Lions were leading 17-16, and to win, it was a Hail Mary for the Ravens to win. However, it was a 66-yard field goal as well, and Justin Tucker was the only chance.
That was that
it's
game.
never been done in NFL history till Justin Tucker
Yeah, that
did
was a
it,
great game.
and heart broke the Lions.
Which is kind of, their thing throughout time to be heartbroken.
And
But not this year. This year they're 5-1.
and the Lions on a real rebound. That season they went 1-6. Will they go 6-1 this time? I don't know. Ravens are a good team, and the Ravens are a team that I could see beating the Lions.
Ravens just signed Julio Jones, right?
No, that was the.
Oh no, not the Ravens.
Who was that? Eagles.
Eagles just signed Julio Jones.
But I just feel like my gut's telling me the Ravens are the. I think the Lions are the better team, but in this matchup, it's the Ravens that will do it. Just how these teams match up against each other and how they've played. I just see the Ravens pulling this one off.
And you are wearing a Ravens jersey.
I'll be rooting for the Lions, but I think this is, and it won't be that much of a high-scoring explosion game either. I'm gonna say Ravens are gonna take this one 19, and I'm gonna give the Lions 14.
So I'm down 6 games. I think the Ravens are going to come out on top here too, but I'm going to go with the Lions in an effort to try and catch up. I'm going to go Lions 24, Ravens 18.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yep, that's my move.
And now we got our
stinker of the week.
Stinker of the week. And one of these teams are 3-3, but you'll see why. Both quarterbacks injured. The Raiders, the Bears.
In Chicago.
I don't know. I think Hoyer's starting.
You don't know who's starting, Hoyer or the other guy.
Hoyer or O'Connell, and besides Fields and DJ Moore, Bears have no one. And
Cole Kmet is pretty good.
Yeah, but their quarterback's a guy I never heard of. At least the Raiders have Hoyer. They have a good, decent D. And if Jacobs, they got Adams, they got Myers. I think the Raiders are set to win this game.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be. I don't know. I don't think it will be that much scoring, to be honest. Bears. Do the Bears have a good defense? I don't know.
No, not this year.
I feel like they've had some games, though.
Yeah, neither of these teams has a particularly good defense.
But I think it'll be a close one, but I think the Raiders do come out on top. I think they're going to win this one 23-15.
I think it's going to be a little uglier than that. I see if the Raiders get really lucky, they score about 13 points and get a victory over the Bears to maybe, if they're lucky, score 6.
Okay. Now we got
Browns going to Indy to take on the Colts.
Colts have looked so good. Started off 3-2, but now they lost the reason why they've been so good. And now at Minshew, an ugly game last week.
Yeah, and Richardson's out for the year now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Deshaun
the Browns.
coming back. I think Deshaun coming back.
Deshaun.
Deshaun's coming back, and I think he's gonna show everyone that he's ready, and he's gonna show everyone that the Browns can.
Is Deshaun coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back this week at Point of Fantasy. And
the Browns look good. Their defense is top notch.
And I think Browns with the momentum, the Colts falling apart, trying to figure things out. I think the Browns are gonna take this one. It won't even be that close. I'm gonna say Browns 27, and I'll give the Colts 12.
I'm gonna go Browns here too. Although the Colts at home might not be a bad pick, I don't see that much scoring happening. Colts have a pretty decent D, as do the Browns. I'm gonna go a little bit of a dragger. I'm gonna go Browns 17 to the Colts 9. All right. Giants hosting the Commanders.
Giants, could they compete? I think the Giants The Commanders.
Maybe they could compete against the Commanders.
This
But
is
will
always
they?
a good game. I think the Commanders
True.
want to win against the Giants. They haven't been able to yet.
Obviously, they want to win. Doesn't every
That
team
is
want
the
to
one
win?
team in that division they have not been able to beat. But I think that ends there, and I think the Commanders are going to get it done in a good game. Giants are going to keep it close, though, and I'm telling you, that could be an upset game. Giants may pull off an upset.
Well, they're out at home.
But, yeah, but I'm going to go with the
I think
safe
Daniel
pick.
Jones is still out there, right?
He
Yeah,
is.
but they got Tyrod Taylor, one of the
I feel
better
like-
backups.
I don't
And he
know.
looked good in the last game.
Things are telling me upset here
Yeah?
with the Giants.
Do it.
And they almost lost to the Bills. However, I'm not doing it.
The Giants almost lost to the Bills.
Almost beat the Bills
Oh.
last week, but I think the Commanders are going to pull this one off. Giants. And the Giants, you know what? Daniel Jones out, Taylor comes in, but I need the Commanders. I don't know. I think this one's going to go into overtime, 17-all, and they tied last year. They're not going to tie again. I think the New York Giants, Tyrod Taylor, gets picked off, and they want it back, and the guy trips, and then they kick the field goal,
It's a very precise prediction.
and then the Giants try to tie it back up 20-20. Deep into overtime, Commanders win 23-20.
I'm going to go Commanders here in regulation, 17-14. And not a very exciting game. Falcons traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks.
Tough one.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay at home here.
The Bucks just lost. Who did they lose to?
They
just
lost to the
badly.
Saints, didn't they?
No, it was someone else.
They lost to somebody. Colts?
They lost
Oh.
to the Commanders
Oh.
after beating the Texans. So you don't know.
I'm going Bucks here.
The Bucks
At
just
home. I'm going
lost.
to give them the nod at home over the Falcons. 24-20.
Well, you know what? The only
Oops.
teams that great. You fit in my spot.
I did, but I'll fix
The
it.
only team that the Bucks have lost to are like good teams, and I think the Bucks are the better team in this scenario. Putting the two teams together, the Bucks are a better, well-rounded team. However, Falcons are gonna compete, but I'm still gonna take the Bucks, and it won't be that pretty. It will be a 19 Buccaneers to Falcons. I'll give them 12 in a one-score game.
Okay. Now we're on to the 4 o'clock games on Sunday. First one is the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to LA to take on the Rams.
And that's who I'm taking. I'm taking the Rams
the
in this
Rams.
one. In an upset, they need this win, and I think they're gonna get it done. It's gonna be an ugly defensive game. Two great defenses. See this being all defense, but another
See that.
defense game. A lot of them this week I got, and I think Rams are gonna pull this off. It's gonna be ugly though. It's gonna be Rams
I'm with you there.
16. Rams 16 to the Steelers 9. Yeah, why did you? Now it looks like 19. Just cross that all out.
Okay, better?
Yeah.
You like that? Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
good?
gonna do the sheet now.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And then now, what's your
All
prediction?
right, I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to go Rams 17 to the Steelers 10. This is an interesting week. Pickens, who's been looking good, has Deontay Johnson coming back off of a couple-week injury. And it remains to be seen if there's going to be room for both of them in that receiving room.
And now,
But we'll see. But either way, I'm going with the Rams. I think Cooper Kupp is back. Puka Nakua is awesome. And Matthew Stafford knows how to find him. So I'm going to go Rams. Seahawks hosting Cardinals.
4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
And the last one was also 4 o'clock.
Yes,
But
it was.
Seahawks, Cardinals. Do the Cardinals have a chance to upset? I think the
Cardinals have
won
a
this.
young, dynamic team, and they are only a week or two away, I think, from Kyler Murray returning. And I think they could be a surprise of the league.
However, I think the Seahawks.
But it's not going to be this week.
Yeah, Seahawks are the
Seahawks
better
are too
team
good
in
this
this
year.
scenario.
Yeah.
And I think the Seahawks are going to pull this one off. 24 Seahawks. And I'll give the Cardinals. Well, Cardinals are going to keep it close.
I
I'll
think
give
Cardinals
them
will give them a fight.
15.
I think it's going to be a little bit more points on this one.
Better not be 16 to 25.
No, it's not. I see the Seahawks coming out on top here. 31 to the Cardinals, 24.
See that? Okay.
All
And
right.
now, this one, I don't know
This
what
could
to
be
expect
another
from
dud.
this one.
It's going to be another dud.
This was one I had circled originally, but
As a good game.
yeah.
Maybe
But it's
15
the
years ago.
Packers, no, like last year, with this offseason. Packers, Broncos.
Broncos stink. Broncos are bad.
Who did they beat?
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, the Bears.
Oh,
Who did they lose to last
Broncos are not bad. I feel bad for Sean Payton. He's got a rebuild on his hands.
Yeah.
Packers are good.
He probably won't stay with the team.
They're healthy. I think the Packers are healthy. I think they're getting their running back. Aaron Jones back. I think Christian Watson's back. And I think that the Packers will easily beat the Broncos. Maybe not easily because they're on the road, but I think the Packers come out on top here. 23 to the Broncos 17.
Who did the Broncos lose to last week?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
No.
Yes.
Chiefs, yeah.
Yes. So I think Packers go up big. I think they go in halftime. It's like 20-0 Packers. I think Broncos drive down, get a touchdown, make it 20-7. Packers make it 23-7. 26-7. Packers have it in handily with 2 minutes to go. Broncos get a touchdown, make it 23-15, and then they go and then they drive down, make it 23-21. They gotta go for 2, and you know what the Broncos do. The Broncos get the 2-point conversion this time, and then because everyone thinks they don't, and then in overtime, first drive is a pick 6 by Russell Wilson. The Packers are gonna win this one, 29-23. But a great comeback effort for the Broncos.
Another OT prediction.
Second OT of the week, and last, but yeah, that's what I got for Packers Broncos.
He doesn't want to come on. It's a ladybug. I'm trying to get him on my hand.
And next up we have
He doesn't want to do
Chargers
it.
Chiefs.
He's too smart for me.
And I think the Chargers are gonna compete in this game. However, Chiefs are gonna pull this one off. And as when these two usually play, it's gonna be a 3-point game. And I think it's gonna be a 3-point game again.
Poor Chargers, man.
Not as high scoring though in this one. I think the Chiefs are gonna take this one,
Yeah.
and they're gonna win it 20-17.
I hope this is a big high scoring game. I'm gonna push that. Poor Chargers, they just cannot get a fair deal. They're an excellent team. And they just stink. They just lose. They don't stink, they just lose. They are the modern day Vikings, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go Chiefs at home. How can you go against the Chargers? Chiefs just got McCole Hardman back from the Jets, by the way. I bet they'll use him a bunch. The problem with the Chiefs, at least in fantasies, you can't start any of their guys because Patrick Mahomes throws it to everyone, and their mother, and their second cousins, brothers,
And then
sisters,
Kelce.
everyone. Kelsey's the only one. Everyone else, he spreads the ball around way too much. So you can't really start anyone on the Chiefs besides
That is true.
Mahomes and Kelsey. But the Chiefs are gonna take this game. I would love to see the Chargers win. In fact,
Yeah.
there goes the ladybug. That ladybug, that lucky ladybug, is telling me to go for the Chargers, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Chargers come out on top this one, 28, Chiefs 25.
Of course, it's a 3-point game.
Yep.
Because whenever they play, it's always a 3-point game.
Yep. Now we go into the 8 o'clock
This is
game
the
on
game of the
Sunday.
week.
This is gonna be the game, one of the 18 games of the week.
The 5-1 Dolphins, the 5-1 Eagles.
In Philly. This
Tough.
should be offense galore.
This is a tough one.
This should be a 55-57 final.
I I wish.
I wish,
I'm not
but it won't
predicting
happen.
that.
It won't
It'll be a good game, but it won't be that much. I do think it's gonna come down right to the end though, but I think it's gonna go to the better team here. And as much as I would love to see the Dolphins win, I got to tell the Eagles here. But I'm going Eagles, and I think Eagles are gonna win this one. And I think they'll do it by running out the clock. I think the defense will step up after losing to the Jets. They'll be able to beat the Dolphins using that momentum coming off a loss. The Dolphins have had a few easy wins in a row, so that may affect them a little bit. I think the Eagles are more dire for a win right now, and I think the Eagles are gonna take this one. I'm going to say Dolphins 29 and the Eagles 32.
Okay, so still close.
Yeah.
Eagles are good. Is A.J. Brown playing? Isn't he hurt?
I think he is.
Eagles are damn good. You can't argue that. I think the Dolphins are just a little bit better. I think Tua is really turning into like this young superstar, and there's no doubt about it, Tyreek Hill is the best player in the league out of every position.
That is true.
Tyreek Hill is absurd, and he's this little dude. He's not even like this. Anyways, he's insane, and they're insane, and the Dolphins are just on another level. And I'm going Dolphins here, and I think it's gonna be ugly. I'm going to go Dolphins 35, Eagles 24.
Okay. I would like to see that. Kind of rooting for the Dolphins in this one. Be a big upset. And now, Monday night, the 49ers, the Vikings.
Coming off a loss, the 49ers.
Two good teams, but two teams that made it far in the playoffs last year, but one team stinking it up this year. The Vikings don't have their best player.
Justin Jefferson's still out for a couple more weeks at least, right?
I think McCaffrey likely will be out as well, but the 49ers...
But the Vikings do have Kirk Cousins. 49ers have a good D. And Debo? Is Debo going to be back?
I don't know, but... So it could go either way.
Could go either way.
Basing it on how likely they'll come back, I'm going to give it to the Niners. But I don't think it'll be that much because they'll be playing injured and stuff. I think the Niners still take this one in another one-score game, 20-13.
I'm going to go with the Vikings with an upset here. And the Niners are going to lose 2 in a row. I know this is a bold prediction, but sometimes you got to go bold. I'm going to go Vikings, and I think they're going to scrape out a victory over the Niners, 21-20.
And now for our final prediction of the weekend. We are predicting who's going to win the NASCAR race on Sunday.
Allmendinger!
So who do you think?
Allmendinger!
You really Allmendinger?
Allmendinger. Okay. Who do you think?
I think Larson just coming off a win. This is Larson's best track. However, Larson already winning, focusing on Phoenix. I think they're gonna focus more on Byron winning this time, and I think I'm feeling Byron. William Byron is gonna win this race.
You heard it here. William Byron. Okay, now we're gonna predict who's gonna be the next Speaker of the House.
Now, okay, so fantasy player of the week.
Fantasy player of the week in NASCAR or in football?
In
NASCAR.
Because you had to say it.
Allmendinger!
Allmendinger?
Yes.
Like the word. It's not really that word.
He's Allmendinger!
Okay, so
right.
in
fantasy player of the week in football?
In NASCAR.
I'm going to go Tyreek Hill. Just because, how can you not?
Well,
Tyreek Hill's money. He's the man.
Looking at my scores and all this, I'm
just like to give a quick shout out to Home Depot, our corporate sponsor for this show and this channel. Thank you, Home Depot. It's where doers get more done.
And then I think the player of the week for me, I'm feeling it's gonna be. I think the Bills. It's gonna be a Bills guy.
Bills team?
They're gonna go off.
Bills guy.
And you know what? Someone that shows up today or this weekend that surprises everyone. I think James Cook.
Ooh, James Cook.
A wild prediction. I think he gets 4
Cookie.
rushing touchdowns
Oh, that'd be something.
in a game
Against the
game of
Pats.
the
Sweet. Oh, awesome.
life. Yes, against
Yeah,
the Pats.
awesome.
Yep.
How wonderful.
Another way to embarrass the Pats.
All right.
And then Josh Allen also throws for like 3
800 yards.
touchdowns. And
All right.
like, a lot of yards.
All right.
So,
There you
I
have it.
hope you enjoyed. Who's your fantasy player of the week?
Tyreek Hill.
And,
What do you mean and?
okay.
And
Who's your defense of the week? What defense do you think will be the best?
defense of the week?
I think the Bills.
Defense of the week. I'm gonna
As
go.
much as it pains me to say it. Bills.
I'll go Browns.
Okay. Bills, you got the Browns.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And if they would to be one team to get shut out this week, who would it be?
That's a new one. If there was a one team to get shut out this week, I would say the Colts.
Okay, this is really tough. I don't know why I just did this.
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
This is really tough because the team I'm gonna say are the Patriots. Boo! You know, it's just disappointing.
It is disappointing.
Maybe the Cardinals.
Malik Cunningham. I'm telling you, this guy is gonna be sick.
Yeah, maybe the Colts,
At
but
least I'm hoping.
it's gonna be tough. So,
Stop
who
making shit
do
up.
you
Come on.
think
Let's go.
is gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
The Super Bowl this year, I
Who's
think.
gonna play?
I think we're looking at a Detroit Lions Super Bowl
And
over
who-
the 49ers.
Okay.
That's what my gut tells
You
me
know
right
what
now.
I'm gonna say? Hey, why would the Lions say?
Right, because they wouldn't. I'm saying the Detroit Lions will probably lose the Super Bowl to the Miami Dolphins. Pains me to say it.
Similar to my prediction, I think the Dolphins also make the Super Bowl, and I think they're gonna be playing the Niners. That's gonna be a wild matchup because the Dolphins coach was on the Niners, and I think it's gonna be a good one. But I think at the end of the day, the Niners will get it done. So, what do you guys think? Who do you think is gonna win it?
Comment below.
Join our Pick'em League. If it
Pick'em League?
Pick'em League.
Pick'em League?
Yeah, you should. If there's only one other person in it, you should. Link is in description.
Quick, it's filling up fast.
If it's not in this description, go to our first video's description. I may
Okay.
very well forget. Thank you
forget.
so much for watching.
All right,
and I'll
everyone.
see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.